language learners! Welcome back to Cattaleya English channel. Today we delve into the language of hurricanes, specifically the recent storms Milton and Helene, events that have made headlines worldwide. But to truly understand their impact, we need to grasp the vocabulary used by the media and news outlets to describe these powerful forces of nature. These words paint a picture of the storm's evolution, distraction, and aftermath, helping us comprehend the magnitude of the events. Firstly, forming. Hurricanes do not just appear out of nowhere. They form over tropical waters, a process that involves warm, moist air rising and creating a low-pressure system. To illustrate this point, Hurricane Milton formed over the Atlantic Ocean in August 2023, beginning as a small area of disturbed weather that gradually intensified. Secondly, intensifying. Once a hurricane forms, it doesn't often stay weak for long. It intensifies, meaning it gains strength and power. To provide an instance of, Hurricane Helene intensified quickly, reaching Category 3 status within 24 hours, a testament to the rapid energy it drew from the warm waters. Thirdly, landfall. The moment a hurricane makes contact with land, it's called making landfall. To illustrate, Hurricane Milton made landfall on the coast of Florida, bringing with it howling winds, torrential rain, and a powerful storm surge that caused widespread devastation. Moreover, an eye. At the very heart of the hurricane lies a curious phenomenon, the eye. This is a calm center of the storm, a relatively small area of clear skies and minimal wind. To cite an example, Hurricane Helene's eye was about 20 miles wide, offering a brief respite from the fierce winds and heavy rains ranging around it. In addition, an eyewall. Surrounding the eye of the hurricane is the eyewall, a ring of powerful thunderstorms that represent the most dangerous part of the storm. To demonstrate, the eyewall of Hurricane Milton was characterized by intense winds that reached over 150 miles per hour, causing significant damage to structures and infrastructure. Furthermore, a tropical storm. Before a hurricane reaches full strength, it is categorized as a tropical storm. To show you what I mean, Hurricane Helene began as a tropical storm before intensifying to Category 4, a reminder that even less powerful storms can be dangerous. Besides a trajectory, the trajectory of a hurricane refers to its path or direction as it moves across the ocean or land. To put it into practice, the trajectory of Hurricane Milton took it westward across the Atlantic, toward the Caribbean, forcing residents to prepare for its arrival. What's more, devastating. The impact of hurricanes is often described as devastating, meaning causing widespread and severe damage. To give you a better idea, Hurricane Helene's devastating winds ripped apart buildings and downed power lines, leaving many communities without electricity for weeks. On top of that, displaced. When a hurricane threatens, people may have to leave their homes to seek safety. Those who are forced to flee are considered displaced. To make it clear, thousands of residents were displaced by Hurricane Milton, seeking shelter in evacuation centers, facing the uncertainty of returning home. Next, an evacuation. An evacuation is a process of moving people away from a dangerous area, often during a natural disaster like a hurricane. To help you understand, mandatory evacuations were ordered for coastal areas ahead of Hurricane Helene's landfall, with residents leaving their homes to avoid the storm's path. then a warning. When a hurricane threatens, weather services issue warnings to alert the public about potential danger. Consider this. A hurricane warning was issued for the southeastern coast of the United States, advising residents to prepare for strong winds, flooding, and potential power outages. After that, a watch. A watch is a less severe warning than a warning, indicating the possibility of hurricane conditions within a certain area. Let me show you what I mean. A hurricane watch was in effect for the Bahamas, meaning that hurricane conditions were possible within 48 hours, allowing residents to prepare and make necessary adjustments. Subsequently, a surge. One of the most dangerous aspects of a hurricane is the surge, the rise in sea level caused by strong winds pushing water towards the coast. To furnish a concrete illustration, Hurricane Milton's surge caused significant flooding in coastal communities, damaging homes, businesses, and infrastructure, underscoring the destructive power of these storms. Following this, battered. After a hurricane passes, the affected area is often left battered, meaning severely damaged by the force of the storm. Take, for example, the island of Guadeloupe was battered by Hurricane Helene, leaving behind widespread destruction with buildings reduced to rubble and trees twisted and broken. Finally, aftermath. The aftermath of a hurricane refers to the period after the storm has passed, when communities begin the long and arduous process of rebuilding and recovery. For instance, in the aftermath of Hurricane Milton, residents began the long task of clearing up debris, repairing damaged homes, restoring power, and dealing with the emotional and psychological impact of the storm. These are some key words used to describe hurricanes like Milton and Helene. By understanding this vocabulary, we can better comprehend the complex and powerful forces that shape our world and the resilience of communities facing these challenges. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay tuned for more English vocabulary.